Okay, another very short siman, Shin Pei Daled. Eine Yehudi achsenoi im ma'akev. Says the Mishnah Berurah, says the Mechaba. Eine Yehudi hanichnas l'shem achsenois. So you've got an Ein Yehudi hanichnas l'shem achsenois who comes as a guest. Now, im nichnas shelo b'shus. If he comes in without permission, in other words, I guess he says he didn't come with, you didn't know about it, he didn't come with permission, he just rocks up. Eina oisel olam. He doesn't asa. V'im nichnas b'rishus. If he does come with rishus, imhu rogil lovoi. If he is a regular, oisel miyad. His presence in your chotzer, as we've just been discussing, for the past several simonim, does not asa. Sorry, if he's a rogil, then oisel miyad. V'im eina rogil, but if he's not a regular, eina oisel ad la'achar shloshim yoyim. He only restricts once he's been there for 30 days. So again, the background is, you've got a chotzer, you've got 2 or more Yisraelim, and you've got an Ein Yehudi. We've said before that the Ein Yehudi restricts, he doesn't allow you to carry from your house into the chotzer, unless you're soicher rishus from him. What if a non-Jewish person, a guest, shows up? Does he asa? So the answer is, if he hasn't come with rishus, then ein oiseh. If he does come with rishus, so then it depends. If he's rogil, then he asses straight away, he's a regular. So then he's got the din of a regular Ein Yehudi in the chotzer and he asses. But if he's not a rogil, eina oiseh ad lachar shloshim yom, because that gives him a certain kvias. Says the Mishnah Berurah, l'shem achsenois, rotzolei shlo nichnas l'sham likboya sham dirosei. He's not coming to live there, el lefishal his achsein sham, he's a guest. Shelo b'shus, lav dafke, el rotzolei shlo nichnas b'shus, he just showed up without permission. Nichnas b'shus, rotzolei she'eshilu le'eskiro cheder miyuchad, you've dedicated or lent him a certain, specified room, this achsein sham, that you've got a non-Jewish guest there, then it has, as we've discussed, Kosovo Mogen Avram, the akum sheyesh lo chayv al habayis. He's got a debt on the house for nichnas shelo b'shus ba'ad chayvei, and he comes in because he wants to claim his debt. Mikri b'shus for oiseh. That's called rishus for oiseh because he's got a reason to be there. V'yesh mekilim bezer, and there are some who are mekil. Okay, rogil lovei. So we said if he comes in with rishus, he's going to asa. If he comes in, if he comes in without rishus, ein oiseh. If he comes in with rishus, then it depends. If he's a regular, he asas, and if he's not a regular, he doesn't asa until 30 days. Says the Mishnah Berurah Sif Kotan Daled, Rogil Lovei, Hainu, Sherogil Lovei Tomid Lis Achsein Sham. He comes in regularly as a guest. Validezeh Choshev V'Kavua, that considers it a certain permanence. V'Tzorich Lisker B'Mena Rishus, and therefore you need to be Socher Rishus from him. If, however, he's not a regular, then he only asks after 30 days. The adzman zeh choshev koreach, because until that time he's just like a guest for eina oiseh. Ve'ukamoy le'el b'soif siman shin ayin v'ayin sham hashikosavti b'vei halacha. Okay, but if it's more than 30 days, then he would asa. Okay, good. Base. Anshe chayil hamelech, an army, shenichnesu botzi hayutim. They come in and they sort of they sort of take over a Jewish area. Bein b'chazaka, bein b'ratz, and whether they do it forcibly or not. Im yesh lebali batim ba'osin mekoyim shenichnesu anim Yehudim kelim she'osel letalta b'Shabbos. If the balabatim, where these Ein Yehudim came in, they have kelim she'osel letalta b'Shabbos, that they can't move on Shabbos, for example, I guess muktzah equipment and things like that, einam oisrim aleihem. These non-Jewish soldiers who came in do not asa. So imagine you've got a shtat, you've got a town, and you've got a larger chotzer, and some soldiers come in and they requisition a few homes. So do they asa or not? How do you treat them? So the answer is, whether they come in b'chazaka, whether they come in b'ratzain, if balabatim have still got kelim, which they cannot move there, in the homes which have been requisitioned, then these chayolim, these soldiers, einam oisrim aleihem, they don't asa. Okay, says the Mishnah Berurah, bein b'chazaka, hiksha mefarshim, the mefarshim ask, v'ho b'sif aleph mavua, the shelo b'shus, ein oiseklal. If they come in without permission, then we just said, they don't asa bichlal. So if they force their way in, they shouldn't asa, so what's the whole concern? The tirtzu, and they answer, the mayri shemes achsnim alpi dinah de malchusa. It's governmental forced, if you like. It's like a subpoena. They're forcing their presence there. Like it's common that soldiers will go into a town. The officers find places for their soldiers, in the houses of the town. Because it's dinner de malchusa. Why? Because he's got rishus. Al zem and malchus. It's it's government backed. For nichnas b'rishus, it's considered nichnas b'rishus. If, however, this officer goes rogue, he's not following the instructions of the king, of the government, and he's just doing it through his own force, then indeed he will not be oisa. He argues totally with the Mechaber, v'daito, and his view is the legabe anshechaya with regard to soldiers, tomid b'shus bailim kaima u'shmon alov u'b'chol gavni eina oisa. Regardless of the situation, eina oisa, and there's no dinner de malchusa, and they never restrict. Okay, so what happens if they come in? So if that the Jewish people have got kalim still, which they cannot move on Shabbos, in the houses that have been requisitioned, then we said einom oisrim aleihem. Says the Mishnah Berurah, Sif Cotton Zion, einom kalim she'osel l'tartlam. I'm behalacha. Okay, ches einom oisrim desu havilei hayakum etzle rak koreach lefisha. I've still got a sort of shame bias there, and therefore this soldier is considered like a temporary oreach, a guest, or chudel b'simen shinayim, Seif base. Aleihem avalim ein loim tfisas yad. But if they haven't got that, and they haven't got any control of the houses that have been requisitioned, oisa im shoha yoisa mishloishim yom, they only asa if they've been there for more than 30 days, im ein rogel if this is not a regular occurrence. Okay, ends of Shin Pei Dalet.